isn't a huge deal for a marathon, at least. Like, if I have to do that, it sucks because then the run's invalid. But if you don't do that, then the run's dead. So it doesn't really matter. And it's at the very beginning of the game anyway. It's like a minute and a half in, maybe. So it sucks, but I mean, if you miss it, it's not too hard to get back to where you were. But yeah, that's all the tricks, basically. There's one more tiny trick you can do, but that we haven't gotten to yet, but it's more of a way. I guess it's a little bit of a glitch. It's a little bit of a trick, but I'll talk about that when we get to it. It's a very simple. But yeah, so it's the super bounce, and then because on single player the AI has control of the other dragon and needs to follow you, because coordinating with the AI to follow you with the leash would be a pain in the ass. So on single player, the leash just doesn't really do anything unless you're using a mechanic for it, which means that the dragon has, or that there's rubber banding in a way. And that's why I can do this and spawn Spyro on the other side of that wall and then switch to him. And we'll be doing that a lot. So there's a lot of manipulation of like starting and stopping flying to manipulate Spyro or Cinder. It works for Cinder too, but we're playing as Cinder for most of the run. That was a bad jump. Off where you want Spyro to reappear. Not quite. I think you want the camera to be where he's going to appear, and we'll see more of that later. 1, 2, 3. That was perfect. Holy shit. It depends. There's a few situations where you do want the camera to be not where Spyro is. And then there's a few situations where you do, or where it doesn't matter at least. So the last trick here, it's called Silly Wheel. But it's a very minor. If you're both spinning a wheel and you switch for a couple frames while you're switching dragons, it's just maximum acceleration on the wheel. So that's the last trick. That's basically everything. And we're gonna be doing those 4 tricks for the whole run, and that's gonna be the whole run. It's just kind of going through walls, doing infinite height with hyperspeed, that kind of stuff. And then there is one more too. There's one more, which is more of just a movement thing. I'll do it right here. If you do a heavy attack while you're flying and then dodge, you just go really far. That I don't know if that one's more of a trick, but definitely a good movement thing that we will be using. But here's an example where camera does matter. So we're gonna come down here as Spyro, and then Cinder's now on the other side of the wall. And I think you need Cinder to not be on camera for that to occur. And easy, boom. And then here's another one where the camera also matters. So normally you have to protect the village, but we're just gonna abandon them and fly away. And if you get far enough away with Spyro, both of the dragons have to be far enough away. But if you saw there, Spyro teleported to me because I moved the camera away from him and he kind of appeared at the bottom. And instead of protecting the village, we're just going to end up over here. Okay, perfect. Oh, camera, please. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, another camera-specific thing right here. We want to get Spyro on this side and Cinder on that side. Perfect. And then we want to move the camera in a very specific way so that we can kind of like trap it. So that Cinder can get in there and we can get in here. Boom. And then when you roll, Cinder will come out. I'm hoping it's pretty self-explanatory, like how the dragons teleporting around works. Like it feels very intuitive. Like when they're not on the screen, if they're stuck or something, then you can kind of intuit where they spawn after you like move. Like if you switch to a different dragon that's not stuck or something like that, or if they're just like off the screen doing something else, you can kind of see where they should be appearing. But now we're seeing the chain mechanic because we're carrying heavy objects. So when we're carrying heavy objects, we can't fly. So we're gonna, normally we'd have to go push a log and then get both of us up here. But instead, we're gonna grab these vines and just use the chain for our benefit and pull Cinder up here with the thing. And then we're just gonna do that a second time. And then that skips like this whole section of grabbing or knocking down the log and trying to get up here the long way. Messing up my movement. Please. There we go. That was just bad movement. And then we'll get the raft down like this. And then Spyro, he doesn't get infinite height with hyperspeed, but he does get better maneuverability in the air. So whenever we do pulling, we will be doing Spyro, or like moving, flying around in like wind tunnels. We use Spyro for that because he can do this funky like flip reset if you do it right. So Cinder will always be grabbing stuff, but she also gets most of the attention for the rest of the game anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Unless Cinder has rage. What does that mean? Do you mean like Smash Bros. Rage, or what kind of rage do you mean? There we go. So Spyro is horizontal, Cinder is vertical. Exactly. First message has context. Unless Cinder has rage. I don't know what that means. That still doesn't clarify. It doesn't clarify what you mean. So here's a Fury. Oh yes. Okay. Yeah. Fury. Correct. But the horizontalness from Cinder is more a result of the. There he is. It's more a result of the hyperspeed than Cinder herself. Okay. So that was me skipping a trigger just now, using Shadow to skip this whole fight so we can go straight to closing the door. And there was a troll there. I don't know if you saw him, but we're going to ignore him. And because we skipped a cutscene by using our Shadow to go under it. And now we're just going to chill here for a minute. But this was the whole level, by the way. Just so you know. That was a whole level we skipped. This is a long level normally too, so we just skipped a shit ton of it. There you go, and that's the whole level. Done. And now you'll see more of you'll see a clearer version of us teleporting Spyro again here in a sec, because we're gonna get hyperspeed again. Do the double hit, unfair. There we go. So if I fly, stop flying, and then fly again, that's a very common trigger for your dragon to respawn in a better spot. And this is us manipulating that to be where we want it to be. And we're gonna do it again, so that's a whole tower over there that we're just gonna skip by teleporting Spyro over there. And boss fight. I was a little slow on that one. I don't know why. I just like hesitated for a fraction of a second for no reason. Okay, so I'm gonna purposely get hit here. That's exactly what I wanted. And then that way he slams again. Perfect. That was an incredible. That might be my best golem. That was an incredible golem. I'm gonna move my arm. Dude, sub 15 golem is incredible. huge. We're making such good time, dude. Okay, so now this level is also going to be very fast. Oh, I got it. Okay. Oh, he's gonna like jump out right on top of me. This is unfortunate. That's called optimization. Okay, so now we're gonna let Spyro put this in. Scarfy, what's up? I'm doing good. How are you? So what that did was if you pick up the item and then put it away immediately, it puts you into like a weird locked state, and then we can just skip the return trip for each of these now by just doing that. Could be better. Nintendo Direct was disappointing. Oh yeah, dude, the price thing is wild, but I mean, unfortunately there are reasons for that. I saw a good post that was like this, and this, they can all be true. And they certainly are all true. There we go. New Mario Kart price doesn't know. Yeah, $90 for a physical game is kind of wild. That's kind of fucking wild, dude. Okay, and then this is us building up Fury again. Except I fucked it up. You also get a new Mario Kart. So the new Mario Kart is $80, but physical copies. I think the official news stuff said games will cost up to $80 for digital, up to $90 for physical. So if you want a physical copy of the game, it's gonna be $90. I didn't even consider tax. Dude, we're in Dam in under 20 minutes, and I'm kind of pogging right now. I'm gonna stop looking at the timer. To be honest, I'm just gonna focus on the game. But yeah, the new Mario Kart, if you want a physical copy, is gonna be $90. I assume all the prices they gave were US dollars. I didn't look at the other stuff. Yeah, taxes, I forgot to even consider, because I was so like baffled by the normal prices. I kind of sped through the direct. I just kind of looked at the games. I didn't look at the prices until after, because I didn't want to get spoiled on anything in case anything wild happened. I think people are eating good. I don't know that I'm one of those people. People in general are eating good. I am not. I'm not eating good either. Yeah. There we go. I'm gonna get a Switch 2. I don't think I'll get it at launch either. I don't know. What was I hoping for? I don't think I had anything on like my wish list. But nothing they showed really like spoke to me, I guess. They didn't even show any Pokemon because they showed it at the other direct. Husband and I agreed not to continue support to Nintendo. Yeah, I don't. I mean, the problem is that like the tariffs and stuff, you know, like I can see why they would charge that much extra for their games. It's just a bad time for that, all that kind of thing. But I don't know. Always refer to physical copy. Exactly. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know what I was hoping for. I guess a new Mario. I was hoping for a new Mario game. I wanted another like Odyssey or maybe a new Zelda. We did get the Hyrule Warriors, which is cool. And I'm super excited for it. Except I haven't played even Age of Calamity yet. I gotta play that one. Oh, perfect. Okay. Let's go, dude. Okay. This was the other section I was talking about where we were going to use Spyro's flying thing to go super fast. Switch, and I haven't even bought a new Switch game. Yeah, same. I think the last Switch game I bought was Tears of the Kingdom, which came out March of last year, May of last year, somewhere in that range. Okay.
There it is. Aim for the crystal.
Skip the tunnels. That was almost bad. I almost messed that up really bad. Sorry, I'll catch up with chat in a second. Okay, I just need 4,000 on Spyro to upgrade to blue to better ice. So I think we're fine. Something will come out. Hold on. Holy shit. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, chat. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
You with me?
I'm with you.
Yeah, hit me with your purple orb, you fool. Give me under 32 minutes, please. Nah, just over 32, but that's fine. Oh my god. Chat. Incredible run. Holy shit, chat. Okay, sorry I didn't read the chat for the last bit of that. Holy shit. What a run. That was incredible. That's so good. Holy fuck. I think that's second place. I think we just jumped to second place with that. That's incredible. I need to get an automaton, maybe make it a redeem. That's funny, dude. Holy shit. Agreed not to continue supporting Nintendo. Yeah, for sure. I think it's worth not supporting Nintendo at this point. They were just kind of, I mean, they were shitty before the price thing. So I do think the like tariffs and stuff did have something to do with it, but I just don't. 3111.